Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I'm having a wonderful morning, and I am so thankful that you've come to join me for my morning messages with Spirit, which is my daily practice. I appreciate that. And I hope that some of these messages bring blessings into your life. And I am also hoping Spirit has exactly the message that you need today. They brought to my remembrance, before I started this, a message that really gave me guidance a very long time ago. When I was feeling lost, I felt like I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. I didn't know if I had made a major life choice, and I didn't know if that choice was the right choice. There was no turning back. I had made the choice. And that person says to me, nothing's going to happen to you that isn't your destiny, so stop worrying. Just said that and moved forward. And I remember that I felt that in my soul, that message. And I still remember it to this day. And when Spirit brought that up, because I want these daily messages from Spirit to bring you that sort of feeling. Like that message was meant just for you. And it comes at the time you need it the most. And Spirit reminded me of that. And I knew. Okay. Okay. So I have the Lovers. And then I have the Wheel of Fortune. And then I have the Four of Swords. The Lover speaks of partnerships, unions. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. But when I look at this, I see two people embraced. So there was a definite connection. And these people, these two lovers are connected. They are physically joined. They gaze into each other's eyes. They don't see anything else in the world. They have no crowns on. They have crowns, but they've taken that off. And what that says to me is they are not a respecter of their titles in this. In this, they are just who they are. So perhaps in this connection, you would have, perhaps you would not have been a respecter of each other's titles. You saw each other for just what you are, who you are, right? It's almost as though maybe at the time you didn't have the title, or the title was there, it was coming, right? So let's use a nice title we all know. If you're a doctor or a lawyer, right? They get Esquire, don't they? You wouldn't have been that yet. Or this person would have seen you in a way that doesn't matter. That's the type of connection. And they would have really seen you. They would have seen you past shiny hair and titles of any sort. They would have seen you, right? Okay. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which means something changed. It was a destined turn of the wheel. There was nothing that you could do. The change occurred and you couldn't go back. If you still have this connection, it's changed. The wheel changes you. It keeps moving forward. There's nothing you could do. The reason I say that in such a sad tone, and usually my morning messages aren't sad, it's because then we have the Four of Swords, and now you're alone and you're resting. You've been placed at rest. In this card, I always look at it as though there was a disappointment, there was a loss, and you move to a place where Spirit puts you at rest. There's a holding pattern in some form in your life, and you have to stay there until you're ready to face what it is you have to face, because after this comes the Five of Swords, and that means you're going to have to look inside. You're going to have to see the things that cause you conflict internally, right? But this was a destined and fated connection. So I can imagine that rest would be required. This was a blessed connection. This was a happy connection. And we'll move forward. And you're transforming. You are transforming in this rest period. Okay? In this rest period, you are transforming. Something new comes in, maybe a new child, maybe your children are also in this holding pattern with you, or a new growth happens. Something gets born out of this, something small, but small things become big. In this card, it's either children or something small. But they're reminding me that, like children, children begin small and they become very big. Very big. Okay. Okay. You may have lost your title in this connection when this wheel turned. You may have lost. It feels like someone dimmed your light. That's what it feels like. The loss feels like a dimming. And maybe that's what the rest period is, and the transformation is a chance to take a good look and see. You did lose something in this. The wheel turned, the connection changed, you lost something. Something dimmed your light. And remember I said their crowns are not on their head. They see each other for what they are without that. This may have caused you a negative impact to the title. This may be, it may be physically you incurred losses in this. Your life force may have been dimmed in this. Your, like I said, your title, your standing, your power, right? Okay, so really, so it was a tower moment. So the tower moment happened, it impacted you. And I'm going to say life force impact, right? it caused confusion. It caused a lot of people to get involved where, I hate to say this, but I am not a person who enjoys mass, what do they call it? Mass, where everyone, I'm seeing a crowd of people like a spectacle, someone's lost, so everyone comes to find them or comes to help them. And in this way, it feels like people came to see the loss. It was, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like this loss happened and everyone just came in mass to see the spectacle, So when this tower happened, you were confused, all parties involved, once this tower came down, once this thing that you'd been building and hoping for, and perhaps this relationship came down, you were disoriented, or you weren't. You came out of it. Maybe because you saw it coming. Maybe because you had a safe place to hide. Maybe because you had gone through this before in another way in your life. But you came right out of it, right? You came right out of it. You saw it. Smoke cleared. You walked right to the light. And maybe everyone sees you now. They see you shining brightly, radiating. Yep, the sun. So there you are, shining brightly for all the world to see. Because maybe in the transformation, in the holding pattern, in the time that you spent rejuvenating, recuperating, remembering, thank you, Spirit, remembering who you are. You're that bright light. You're the beacon that guides the way for yourself and your family, and others see you too. Final messages from Spirit. You've chosen your path. You've chosen your path to peace and tranquility. Your path. You've made the decision. And you've found your place where you have all of the things you need to feel safe, happy, and secure. You are walking tall and looking divine. The hand of God is upon you. You have abundance and transformation. You have companionship. Did I mention you look good? You look good. Remember? You shine like the sun. I hope you have a wonderful day. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Have a happy day, family. Bye.